everybody, it's Christy from Funky Junk Inspiration. How are you doing today? Today I'm in a collaboration with Jeannie from Jeannie's Palette for the Take 5 Fridays on YouTube. Today is all about mixed media magic. So I'm going to work in my journal here. I have this journal that I do all kinds of different spreads in, whatever's, I feel like doing, etc., and fill that up. Well, I like the Netflix show Wednesday, and of course Wednesday Part 2 is coming out. So I went to Wendy's and got the Meal of Misfortune, okay? And with doing that, I kept the bag. We've got this bag. I cut up. These were the side pieces, the gussets on there. There's a fun little thing right here. Then it talks about the dips of dread right there. That was my nuggets in this. The Meal of Misfortune is a 10-piece chicken nugget meal. And you get a Frosty, and the Frosty has raven's blood in it. I think it's cherry, maybe strawberry. It's a vanilla Frosty with cherry or strawberry. But you get this awesome little spoon of gloom right here. And it's a neat little spoon. I thought we could put this in here somehow. And this was the top off of one of the dips. The other dip I threw away. You get 2 in each one, and they are, you don't know what they are. And the one that I got was kind of a purple color, and I really don't know what it is. So I also pulled out some Halloween type of things right there too. So I got this off the internet because, well, it was on there. It's not a free image. I just screenshot an image that was on there. This is for my own journal, so I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. And of course, I want this bag. I'm loving her braids and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to get my ruler out here because, we always tear around here. So I'm going to just kind of tear this and get the brown part off. And see how I messed that up? I don't care. That's fine because that's what we're doing. We're doing mixed media. We do crazy things. So whatever works for us as far as that kind of stuff goes. We do not sweat the small stuff around here at Funky Junk Inspiration. We have fun. As my friend Lisa always says, we are making fun art, not fine art. So it is what it is, right? As long as we're having fun, relaxing, and doing our own thing, we don't really care, about the little stuff like this here, not tearing and all that kind of stuff. Now to fit on my page, I'm gonna have to cut this off here, but we'll use that W on there also. But I want it to fit on the page, so I'm gonna go right along there. And then, of course, I'm going to go across this top up here and get some of this brown off up here also, right there. And just kind of, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to tear it with my fingers because it's just kind of being persnickety on me, right? It's the Meal of Misfortune, and I'm having misfortune dealing with my paper bag there. Sound good? I think it sounds good. Okay. So there's nothing happy about this meal. And of course, we want to get the spoon of gloom on here also. We want to put this on here somewhere. I'm thinking about putting that kind of in the center right there, and we could put this W on here somewhere. We can also get these pieces, this W off of here, this Wednesday and stuff, and put it in a few places. I also want to do this thing here. It says it's Wednesday, not Wendy. Normally, I'd be against this kind of capitalistic corporate synergy, but when the fast food slinging pigtailed poser said I could do whatever I wanted to her customers, I couldn't resist. My Meal of Misfortune is torture in a bag, coffin-shaped cartons, and daring dips of dread. May you rest in 10 pieces. Regrettably yours, Wednesday. Isn't that fun? I guess some of the Wendy's had on opening, I think it came out April or August 4th. I'm not positive. But they had like a haunted drive-through that you went through and to get your meal. And they had it all decked out, and you went through this, like a drive-through semi-haunted house. It had stuff from the movie or the TV show or the Words are difficult this evening. Stuff from the Netflix series and stuff like that. I watched a couple of people on TikTok that had gone through there, and one lady was in line for over 4 hours to go through there and get this meal and drive through that haunted drive-through. That is some dedication. I don't think that I have that kind of dedication. Now I'm just going to cut this front part off of here because I think it'll be easier to put in if we have it off of this. Ooh, look how easy that paper tears right there. My scissors. You know, a lot of people talk about junk journaling and they're using, you know, printables and things like that, and to each their own on that kind of stuff. Now this, I would call this true junk journaling because I'm using stuff from the trash, basically. This is all my trash from the meal. So, but, you know, I think it's kind of a term that is used very loosely anymore, which is fine because I do a lot of this kind of stuff. I like to do my receipts and different things like that too. Okay, so let's get going here. Now I think, because I want to kind of put this in the center here, but we also need some background things, okay? This is going to pretty much take up over here, but we need some things over here and over here, and of course then we'll cut some of this stuff out like I just got done saying just a few minutes ago, and put some of this other, this is a big piece here. We could probably cut that out and put that on there. Okay, so I kind of want to do something along the lines of getting some things in the backgrounds and stuff, you know, on here. So let's kind of go this way. It doesn't have to be completely covered, but we're going to cover it a little bit. Now, normally I tell you not to glue right there in the crease of your book because it does, sometimes it'll cause you issues. And so we're not going to. I don't want to have an issue there. So I'm just going to fold that, and we're going to put this kind of like this up in here. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and use my glue stick. Right here, that's what I like to use when in my journals, is a glue stick. This is the particular glue stick that I use right here. I used to use the Scott 3M, and I would say it is still my favorite. This is cheaper than that, and you know, as much glue as I use, I just decided that this was just as good. I just feel like it's a little softer, so I tend to, see, that's cardstock, so that's going to be kind of a pain in the butt on me right there, but that's okay. We're going to go for it anyway. I'm going to put a piece down here going the opposite way, kind of crinkling over on that page like that. So I want to go, okay, I'm having a moment here, right? Let's just go kind of like something like that, and we'll fold this over here. I still did it that way, didn't I? I didn't do it that way. Let's hold on to that. Maybe we can put that up in the corner. I'm having trouble, ladies and gentlemen. I want the straight edge over here. What in the devil am I doing now? I want it like this. Goodness sakes. You'll have days like that, right? You'll have days that things just don't make a lot of sense to you. But that's okay. That's okay. You guys, make sure you check out everybody in our playlist today. We've got some amazing people that are joining us today. We have some new friends that are also joining us. Make sure you check them out too. The playlist link is up in my description, so that's an easy way to go and just click on the playlist and start watching everybody that way. Okay, so now that, I'm going to slide this right down in that crease right there. This is kind of waxy on the inside. I don't know how it's going to like the glue. I've never had to glue anything that was waxy like this. But, you know, if if we have issues with glue, you know, next time we open this book up or something, we can always just re-glue it. I could get another glue out and use it. So it's not that deep. It's not that deep to fret about. Okay, I do need to put some glue on these pieces here because we're going over the top of it. I just kind of wanted to have a little bit of something in the background, you know, so it's just not white. Now I could probably going to take some of my ink and kind of make the pages look a little smoky when we get done with all of this. Now I'm trying to decide, what do you guys know? I was gonna say kind of fussy cut her out, but I don't think I want to. I think I'm gonna just put her right up here in the corner like this. Okay, I think what I am gonna do though is I am gonna go ahead and grab some black ink in one of my black pad right here. Okay, and we're just gonna kind of hit the edges of this, just kind of distress it a little bit, so you really can't see those white where I tore the paper. You know, because the core of your paper is white and the ink is just sitting on top of it. So when you tear it, it'll show a little bit of white on it. Now you can get fancy paper from for scrapbooking and stuff that the core is the color of the paper. But this was just right off my printer. Right? So who here has watched the first Wednesday? I think the actual Netflix series comes out in September. I'm kind of excited about it. I don't know. I just kind of like it. If you have, tell me below that you've watched it and if you enjoyed it or not. I think it gears a little bit more to not children, but kids, you know. But hey, I'm a kid at heart, right? Just to use that paper up, I'm just gonna put that right there. You can always put something on top of it if we wanted to. Now this washi tape here is holding my mixed media pad or my junk journal pad, my art journal pad, whatever you want to call this. It is holding the pages together. I glue 3 or 4 pages together, and then I put washi tape on the ends. That has become quite the trend over on TikTok. I've been doing it for quite a while, but it has become something that a lot of people have started doing over there, which is kind of cool, I think. Okay. Because junk journaling has really picked up over there on TikTok, if you're over there. And here on YouTube, it's become, you know, a new fun thing that a lot of people do nowadays. And everybody does it different. There's no right or wrong in the way that you do something like this. You do you, right? This is gonna be fun. So normally I, you know, have a theme type of thing, and I do have a theme here, but it's normally not something like this. So it's just a little something fun and different to do. Okay, so we need to get this on here, and I feel like it needs to go like right around up in here, so that let me get a pad. I like to take old books and stuff, magazines and things you get in the mail. Like this is an old insurance book right here. And that's what I try to glue on so that I'm not getting glue all over my table or my project or whatever. And then as that page gets too gluey and yucky, all I do is rip it out and throw it away. And then I go to the next page. So it just makes, you know, it's kind of convenient right there. Okay, we need to put this guy on here somewhere. I'm going to put him right down here, I think. And this is kind of foily. I wish I would have kept the other, it looked just like this. You get 2 of them in there. And the top looked just like this too, but I wish I would have kept it so I had 2 of them. Right there. How exciting is this? I think this is fun. Okay, so now let's do a little fussy cutting here. I don't know where I laid my scissors. They're right there beside me. Okay, and let's go right along here. Actually, that's perforated. Just not perforated all the way through. It's perforated to fold, not necessarily rip apart. Okay, we've got that. And that just says Wendy's. I don't know that we'll use that one right there, but let's put this on here somewhere. And this big W right there, or we could even go with a little bit smaller, and it has the purple on it. Just cutting this off right there. Okay, and then of course our dips of dread. I definitely want to put that on there, and I think I'll use this one right here. I'm just going to kind of fussy cut around this. It looks kind of like a tombstone right here. It's got some, you know, a little skull on top. So, I remember watching The Addams Family as a kid. I always liked to watch it. You know, it was black and white. It was, you know, it wasn't out when I was a kid, but I would watch it when it was on and stuff. It was always something fun, I thought, to watch. I liked it. Okay, so we could take, I like that how that has crossbones there. So let's cut this guy out right here. Let's cut out just Wendy's. We don't have to cut out the Netflix part because it's on some of the other stuff right there. Wednesday. Right. Let's see. Just put that going across here like that. Okay, let's decide how we want to put the rest of this stuff. Okay, I'm kind of thinking along the lines of, I do like the dips of dread, and I think this needs to be on this page because it's purple and we've got purple over here. Let's put the Wednesday going across like that. Okay, we can let's use the smaller one of these and just kind of put it in here. There's that, there's that. Now we could just stick that piece right there. These are all just repeats of some of the other stuff that we have. Okay, and this W right here. You can just kind of go in here like that. This piece of black off of the paper page we could put on here to take up some room in the background right there. Or we could just put it, well, I think I kind of liked it there. Just glue that on right there like that. And then this could take up this spot here. So let's grab some glue right here. So anyway, so yeah, I can't wait to read the comments to see who else likes the show Wednesday. I didn't go all the way over, but that's okay because we are going to, I'm going to get my black ink and we're going to ink up the white parts to make them kind of grayish colored. I still could pull out some of my Halloween pieces that I have to make us some darker spots in a few places. See, I could do that, and then the dips of dread. Let's do that. And we'll put that W somewhere else. Let's see, let's put Wednesday right here. I have another one of the Wednesdays. Could always put another one on. Let's put that in there. Isn't this fun? I think this is fun. It's a little bit different than probably what you were looking for today in our playlist, but you know, something that I kind of like to do every once in a while, and I'm just going through the process with you I'm not really pausing or editing or anything. I'm just walking through my thinking on how to put this together. I thought that might become something a little different, something a little fun right here and here. And you know, this is mixed media. We've got cardstock, we've got paper, we've got wax stuff, we've got glue. We're gonna use some ink here in a minute. And then I'm gonna probably try, real hard to put the plastic spoon on here somehow. I've got to figure out how I could do the plastic spoon. We might put a hole in the spoon and hook it on there that way. I don't know. We'll have to see in just a second. Let's see what we have so far. I think that looks kind of cool. Now I still have this kind of stuff. I could keep putting more, layering more. Like see, I could put this guy right here just to layer some more stuff on here if I wanted to, you know, so that we remembered that it was from Wendy's right there. Okay, now see how that's kind of up a little bit? That's okay. I'm not going to really worry about it. It's just because it's so thick. But isn't that cool? I think that looks really neat. Now I want to figure out how to put our spoon in here. Now I'm going to cut it so that I just have this part because that really makes it stick up a lot. So we're just going to cut that off. No big deal. No harm, no foul. If I mess it up, you know what? It wasn't meant to be in here, right? Okay. So I could just take the handle off if I wanted to. Now a couple things that I could do here is I could either punch a hole in it and like clip it to my page so it just kind of hangs on the page like that, which I kind of like that idea right there. I have some little little ball pens that I could attach it with, or I could just use a plain old safety pin. I don't know where my safety pins are. I could hook that like that. Let's do that. Let's see about putting a hole in this. Okay, now what am I going to use to put a hole in it? Well, I could get something out to do it the right way, but I think I might just see if I can poke a hole in this. Do not do this at home, children, because if that goes through and pokes you, it's going to hurt. Okay, now I got it to go through. I got a hole in it because it's just plastic. Okay. And I think that hole is big enough to hang our little ball, our ball pen on here. Bulb pen, not bald, bulb. Just like that. And then I'm going to go this direction, like this. And I'm just going to lift this up and I'm going to stick it through my paper here. Okay? Just like that. And then I'm going to attach it. How much fun is that? So now we've got a little dangly here with that in there. Is that not cute or what? I think that looks really cute. Now one of the things that I said that I wanted to do here real quick is I want to, let me move this stuff out of the way, and I'm going to sit this up here just in case we decide we wanted to use a little bit more of something. Okay, all the white cards, all right? I'm just going to put, I'm not going to put a lot, okay? And we're just going to kind of get in here with some ink, kind of ink some stuff up and make some stuff look kind of, you know, ghosty or like it's smoky maybe. Well, maybe that's the word that I want to use. Just so it's not such stark white in there. And if I'm hitting my other stuff as I go, the better that is, right? But see how that page looks now? That there's not all the white on there? I think that adds to it. Right there, let's get up underneath there, just like that. Got a little spot right here. I'm just gonna kind of come down like this. And hit the edges of that Wednesday right there. And we'll get right up in here. I'll put a little bulb thing. I always want to call it ball. That's why I keep saying bulb. That's why I keep saying it funny. So I say it wrong a lot. Okay, so look at that. How much fun is that? Now I had pulled this stuff out right here to, you know, maybe put like a raven on there or something like that. But I think we're good. I think we're good right here. So I like how that turned out. I appreciate you guys all being here. I'm Christy from Funky Junk Inspiration, and today's playlist is hosted by me and Jeannie from Jeannie's Palette, and it is the Take 5 playlist. We do these every other Friday. If you're creative and you are on YouTube and you'd like to join us, please shoot one of us a message and you can join us one week. We have a few different themes that we do, and I appreciate every single one of you for being here. Make sure you check out the playlist. If you hit the thumbs up and give us a comment, that's the best thing you can do to help our channels, along with subscribing. And if you hit the little bell, you can get notifications every time we put a new video up. But I thought this was fun, you guys. Thanks for being here. Okay, you guys, I want to apologize that my video was sideways. I don't know what happened there and why it recorded that way. But here's the spread the right direction so that you can see it a lot better. And I do apologize about that. And of course, I want to thank my good friend Jeannie from Jeannie's Palette for co-hosting with me this wonderful playlist of mixed media magic. It is a Take 5 playlist. Make sure you check out the link in my description and check out everybody's videos. I'm sure they're absolutely amazing and all that kind of fun stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.